Emmanuel Abuajiri is standing by with the latest from the world of business. We're told we're supposed to be re-registering our SIM cards.
Yes, actually,
when are we doing that?
From January 2020,
wow.
You would be required to go through another re-registration exercise, or your number will be deactivated.
Take it away.
Thank you very much, and thanks for joining me on Business Tonight. The Minister of Communications, Esla Owusu-Ekufo, has disclosed that Ghana's SIM card registration exercise was fraught with huge challenges, including unverifiable data, and says it flouted SIM pre-registration regulations. To this end, she said the government from January 2020 will conduct a new SIM registration exercise to ensure that security on the use of various mobile networks is assured. The minister, who addressed the media when she took her turn at the Meet the Press series in Accra, she said Cabinet has given approval for the exercise and that any SIM card holder that fails to register by June 2020 will be deactivated.
Just few moments when the Minister of Communication announced that
it is quite clear that the current SIM card registration regime is deficient and fraught with many challenges, defeating the purpose of the SIM registration regulations. Mindful of this, Cabinet earlier this year directed the Minister for Communications to instruct all telecommunications companies to fully comply with the law governing SIM card acquisition, which requires the presentation of a valid ID document prior to registration. The NCA has been directed to establish an efficient solution to link all existing databases and ensure strict compliance with the law on the acquisition and registration of SIM cards in Ghana. This will restore confidence and trust in the entire RCT ecosystem and enhance the activities of the law enforcement agencies in clamping down on crime associated with the use of these SIM cards. The Ministry has consulted all relevant stakeholders and hereby announces that from 1st January 2020, we will all be required to re-register our SIM cards. Any SIM card which is not registered will be deactivated by June 2020, giving a 6-month time frame for this exercise. We entreat all citizens, residents and visitors to cooperate with us to ensure the success of this exercise for our collective security.
Meanwhile, Joy Business has been sampling views of a section of the public on what they think about this new directive. Alberta Bisu hits the streets and spoke with a section of the public who think the directive is a waste of time.
Actually a waste of time, because I don't know what change it will make, because I've already registered my SIM and I don't know the impact it will make if I re-register the SIM, so I don't think it's a good thing we should.
The first question I would want to ask is that why do they want us to re-register again? And two, if it is for cyber security as they claim, we want to know what exactly do they want to put in place this time around for us to re-register. You get it? These things will make us know why we'll have to re-register. Because if we don't get a clearer view as to why they want us to re-register, I don't think people will come out to come and register. So then they want these things, we want these things to be very clear to the public. We want to know what exactly they want to add this time around to it. Then that can ginger us to come out and then re-register our SIM cards.
Je pense aussi que c'est une perte de temps de faire ça parce que
I think it is a waste of time to go through that process. I don't see the need to re-register. I think the computerized database should be used, so we do not go through the registration process again.
De manière informatique, comme ça on n'a plus besoin de le refaire à chaque janvier de l'année.
Well, it's a waste of time because they have the previous data already, and I think they could have used that one to know who is yet to register or something. For whatever reason they want us to register again.
Okay, so what they are saying is for cyber security, that's the reason why they want to re-register again. You think it's still necessary?
Cyber security, okay, I don't know much about that, but still they have the data, so they choose the old one.
Amidst these concerns, The minister still maintains that subscribers who fail to re-register by June 2020 next year will lose their SIM cards. Alberta BCU for Joy Business.
Meanwhile, the communications minister says government and all heads of ECOWAS member states have committed to ensure the effective implementation of the ECOWAS roaming service by the end of the year. The initiative is expected to reduce roaming rates within the sub-region to promote cross-border investments and collaboration.
The ECOWAS Free Roaming Initiative was proposed by ECOWAS Ministers of Communications and ICT during their meeting in Niger in 2016. And in 2017, these ECOWAS ministers adopted Regulation C/Reg 21/12/17 on roaming on public mobile communications networks in the ECOWAS region. This regulation is binding on Ghana. This initiative will reduce roaming rates within the ECOWAS sub-region to promote cross-border investments and encourage competition among operators to reduce call charges. The implementation of the ECOWAS roaming initiative will also enhance regional integration and economic development and facilitate our hosting of the Secretariat of the African Continental Free Trade Area. At the Ouagadougou meeting, all the ministers of the ECOWAS member states, Ghana included, committed to complete all the legal and administrative processes required to facilitate this initiative by the fixed deadline of 31st December 2019. This means that the 6-cent surcharge on all incoming international calls must be removed for all ECOWAS traffic. And we are in consultation with the Ministry of Finance for this to be done during the 2020 budget hearings. All operators in Ghana must also conclude roaming agreements with operators in the ECOWAS region by 31st December 2019.
In business for now, I'm coming back shortly with more business news after 8. Don't go away.